Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Introspective, and today I'd like to cover a topic that a lot of people have asked me about, and it's why did I pick Charizard and why have I stuck with him for so long? Well, when I got Smash 4, I went through the whole roster and I was terrible at the game, like absolutely fucking terrible. I recall like my For Glory record when I started playing the game was like 1-47 or some shit. Like I was terrible at Smash 4. And I was going through the roster, I was trying to find a character, and you know, I went with Mega Man, I went with Lil Mac, I tried Mario, I tried maining Peach because I use her in all the other Smash games, and nothing was working out for me, man. Like nothing was really gave me the results that I wanted, and as a result, I wasn't having very much fun, and I actually almost gave up playing Smash 4. Can you imagine if I had given up playing Smash 4, man? Like holy shit. But one day, out of the blue, I randomly picked Charizard, and I started playing him, and I started winning a couple matches. Now, granted, I was on For Glory when the games came out. This was like 2 weeks into the game. Like the first few weeks, I tried all the other characters, and then like on the second week, I finally tried Charizard, and I started winning a few matches, and I was like, man, you know, Charizard is really fucking good. Like I thought Charizard was like a really good character. In fact, he was the exact opposite. He was actually probably the worst character in the entire game back then. That was pre-patch Charizard. He did have his down throw combo. He was laggy as fuck. Like, he was just terrible. He was a terrible fucking character. But I was just stomping fucking For Glory scrubs, you know, left and right with him, and I was like, dude, Charizard is the shit. And I started playing him more and more, and like I realized that I was winning matches because I was actually having fun using Charizard, and I strived to be better with him. Like, it was my passion for playing Charizard that made me want to get good and start improving at the game, and he's really the character that saved me from quitting Smash 4. So that's the first reason that, you know, he's still my main, is because I found my love of Smash 4 through Charizard, and I started playing him more and more. I started getting cool highlights, and I was like, dude, this is fucking cool, man. Like, I'm winning matches, I'm getting some pretty decent highlights. I should make a YouTube channel because I always wanted to be a YouTuber. Like, my whole life, well, not my whole life, but like since I was like 16, I've wanted to be a YouTuber. And I've tried many, many times, but it wasn't until this channel that I really started to, you know, get my bearings and get a following and stuff. And you guys know that whole story. But I started making Charizard videos. My first Smash 4 video ever was reasons to main Charizard, and I don't know how the fuck people even found it, but they did, and they liked it, and I was like, dude, this is really cool, man. Like, and then I started looking for other Charizard shit, and I couldn't find anything on him. I was like, dude, I still thought at the time that Charizard was a great character, and I was like, dude, why the fuck doesn't anyone play Charizard? Obviously he's really good. Like, why don't I see him in tournament? Why aren't there guides on him? Well, the answer to that is because he was garbage and no one liked playing him. And I was pretty much the only Charizard player in existence back then. Well, not the only Charizard player, but there was like 7 other people who played the character. But yeah, man, so I was like, you know, if I'm gonna make Smash content, then maybe I could revolve my channel around the character that I love playing, my main, and kind of do a thing where, like, since I'm like the only person making Charizard content, I could like basically like worship him and just zone in on him and like do as much Charizard content as possible and like try to create a following just based off this like whole notion that I'm like completely in love with Charizard and no one else is. Like, I thought that was so fucking funny that I was like the only Charizard player, no one else used him, and I felt like if I just over-exaggerated and like showed how much I loved using him, then like it would be like this big joke, like, who the fuck plays Charizard? Oh, this guy Introspective does, and he like is fucking obsessed with him. So I thought that was like a great basis for building a channel, and it turned out to be one of the best decisions I've ever made because it really blew up, man. I started calling my fans the Zard Gang. I started doing like really stupid shit with Charizard. Like, I created the Zard Walk, and I started, you know, like over exaggerating like all of Charizard's unique strengths and shit, like saying he was like the greatest character of all time. I mean, he is. Let's be real, he is. And I knew that people would enjoy it because one, I was the only Charizard player. Two, I really tried to like fit my personality into it and like try to make it like as funny as I could and like heartfelt as I could. And you know, it was honestly genuine because I love the character so much. And then three, because who the fuck doesn't like Charizard? It's not like you can hate on Charizard. He's a terrible character. He still is, honestly. He's still bottom tier. He's still like bottom 15 in my opinion. So even with all these buffs recently, you know, he got the down throw combo and then he got the big buff in 1.1.6. Or is it 5? I don't even remember what patch it is. But the most recent patch, he's still not very good. So it's like you can't really hate on a Charizard player if he beats you. It's like you lost to Charizard, dude. And two, he's a fucking Pokemon. Pretty much everyone loves Pokemon, and he's a badass Pokemon. I just think like the whole idea of Charizard, like being like this like fucking like badass like Zard walking pimp on my channel was just so funny. And dude, it started taking off. It got recognized by a lot of people. It even got recognized by Etika, first and foremost. He did an entire video on my double shield break disrespectful Charizard kill. And back then, like, no one knew anything about Charizard. He was still like way underused. Not that he's not today, but even back then, even more so. So when people saw that Charizard highlight, they're like, dude, Charizard can do some cool shit. So that was one thing that really boosted my channel. And then today, holy shit, Zero himself mentioned me when he was talking about Charizard players, and he said introspective, man. Like, my fucking name came out of the best Smash player in the world's mouth. And to me, that just justifies everything I've done, man. It's like just, not only is it hard work, but if there's one message that I can preach to you guys, is this: if you have a character that you love to play, just always play them, man. Like, regardless of what anyone says or thinks about you, play the character because you love to play the character. Because Smash is all about having fun, man. It's a fucking game. People forget that it's a game sometimes, you know? Like, for all of us, I know it's like life, but at the end of the day, it's a game that was meant to have fun and be played to have fun. And you know, finding that character that you can always have fun with and try to style as hard as possible with and strive to be the best in the world with, and you know, show your love for day in and day out, that's when Smash goes from just a game to like something special, you know, especially in my case with my YouTube channel. And it's overwhelming to me, like, that I was just some dumbass kid who thought that maining Charizard was like a joke and it was funny, and now it's like becoming actually legit, and people regard me as a great player even though I'm not that great. And you know, people always associate me with Charizard because he's my character and he's the character that I love. So I don't give a fuck if you main Me Gunner, I don't give a fuck if you main Bayonetta, I don't even care if you fucking use Rosalina, okay? Play the characters you love to play. Don't let anyone stop you. And I promise you, no matter your skill level in this game, you will always love Smash Bros, man. And, you know, maybe you yourself can revolve a cancerous channel around your main and, you know, get as popular as I am someday. I hope that happens for all of you, because apparently it's pretty fucking easy. All you have to do is just worship a fucking character to the death of you. And post gnarly highlights, make stupid comedy videos, start a meme like the Zard Walk, and you're good to go, man. So it's your boy Introspective signing out. Yeah, man, play the characters you love. I love Charizard. Zard Gang, I love all of you, and may the Zard always guide your path. Deuces.